So, hello everyone, Shreyas this side. Today we are going to discuss the case study of Ashish. He's our client since past 6 months. So this case study is going to be about his initial 3 months. What were his challenges and what exactly we worked upon to help him achieve a sustainable fat loss till now. So Ashish works in the defense sector. He's an engineer. He's somebody who works in a field of you can say manufacturing radar systems, etc. So he has always been an active person. He used to actively go for trekking and even used to plan for short marathons, etc. But before joining us in one of his trekking adventures, he realized that his body is not keeping up the way it used to in terms of endurance and his overall, you can say, flexibility. And he had not realized that due to just his overall sedentary lifestyle and lack of sleep, his body had gained a lot of fat mass over the, you could say, a period of say 1 or 2 years, you can say. And in during that trek, he kind of went out of breath, and that's when he realized that he had to do something about his weight. So when he came to us, the one good thing was that he presented with almost no health conditions as such. All his health reports were fine. He was very energetic, and he was very excited to get started with his journey. And he truly believed that he would be able to achieve this fat loss journey since there were no other challenges as such. So let's move forward. So we have already discussed about his profile and the challenges that we had and what we had to work on. So, of course, I was a nutritionist and Anas was his coach. So, this is just an overview of how much we have achieved. Of course, we will discuss in detail further how exactly we achieved this weight loss of almost 15 kgs. So, these are his fitness assessment reports you can see. He has lost good amount of inches from all over his body. You can see the changes in the neck, the chest measurements, the arm measurements, the waist measurements, hip and thighs, and as well as calves. His VO2 max has increased from 39.2 to 41.7. Even his muscular endurance has improved significantly. Still, the challenge has been always flexibility, but yeah, his sit and reach test has increased from 10 inches to 17 inches. So these were the things that we were able to achieve. Let's move forward. His blood pressure initially was in the normal category. His cardiorespiratory fitness was also normal. Muscular endurance was satisfactory. Flexibility was good, but it definitely needed work. It was close to perfect, but still he failed all the tests. So these are the challenge sets you can see over here, of course. So his goal was, of course, to improve his overall health other than his fat loss journey, of course. And we explained to him why exactly the fat deposition happened and the working of insulin and how a sedentary lifestyle can lead to insulin resistance. And these were some of his challenges. Timeline 12 weeks was the timeline, and main emphasis was placed on form technique and flexibility. So here is his overview of nutrition. So he's a vegetarian, pure vegetarian, doesn't even consume eggs, and he preferred South Indian foods more. But he was very flexible with our diet plan. Whatever we discussed, he was able to follow it 100%. So he didn't have any challenges as such. Hence, it made the overall journey very easy for him. Okay, and definitely sleep was a little bit of a challenge. That's because of the stress part. We definitely worked on that. We didn't have any medications or intoxications going on, so that was very good. And as discussed earlier, no issues in the blood reports as well. So let's move forward. So these were the initial changes in the nutrition plan. First emphasis was of course placed on understanding his sleep cycle, like when exactly he was waking up in the middle of the night. Was it during the second half of his sleep or during the first half? So this helped us understand whether it's a stress related issue or is it something related to nutritional deficiency. So that was the first thing that we place emphasis on. And initially only uh, one like lift fix was added, and vitamin D was added because it was on the lower side. So these were the stages of nutrition plan that we delivered to him. We were able to go up till go young. And also we had put him on a plan of 10,000 steps, which we started off with only 5,000 initially. And we asked him to do it like probably say 2 to 4 times in a week around. And also we helped him uh, learn some meditation techniques to improve his stress, which he was doing before he went to sleep. So these are the week 1 and week 2 adjustments. You can see the diet plan here. It's very basic, and it has been built according to his current, you can say, lifestyle and his dietary record. So it is pretty simple, as you can see here, and only 2 supplements were added. And he didn't have much preference of depending on supplements, but the ones which were very essential for him were added to his overall plan. So this is a basic plan with moderate carbs, moderate fat, and a little bit of protein. This was his BCA initially, and this was his workout pattern. We started from 125 kg. So week 1 and week 2 comprised of these things. Coming to week 3 and week 4, by the beginning of week 3, he had lost almost 3 kgs, and at that point of time, after counseling, just to control his overall inflammation, we had added a few more supplements like vitamin, multivitamin, omega 3, and curcumin. Curcumin was something he was already taking, so he had mentioned to me this in week 3. So I asked him to continue with that, although Live Fix already has curcumin, and the diet was kept more or less the same, but supplementation was changed, and of course the intensity of the workout were changed. Now then you can see here he had lost 3 kg right here, and this was his workout pattern during that time. So moving on to the second month, uh, by the beginning of second month he had lost 4 more kgs, and this was as a result of us adding anti-inflammatory supplements to his overall diet. And you can see here, so his weight went down to 118 kgs. And at that point of time, after counseling, we had reduced his overall carbohydrates in the diet, and that's what you see over here. And curcumin was removed as we had increased the uh, dosage of Live Fix over here, and that was it. And of course, the protein content was increased to help in recovery. His recovery was not adequate as him being vegetarian. It was hard for him to depend on good quality protein sources. That is the first class protein sources, and that was a bit of a challenge for him. And this was a workout pattern over here. So by the beginning of seventh and eighth week, he was gaining out a little bit more, and you can see his strength graph over here, how he was progressing steadily. So in the week 7 and 8, he was not able to come for BCA, but the diet and everything was on track. And moving on to the next ninth and 10th week, that is the beginning of third month, he had lost 3 more kgs in that. And this was his BCA. He had come down to 115 kgs. And at this point of time, after counseling, we had reduced his carbs furthermore. So you can see over here, the supplementations remained exactly the same. Okay. And in the morning, we just added fenugreek water. So fenugreek water helps in controlling blood sugar levels as well as it improves digestion. So that's the reason this was added. Okay. And of course, in month 3, the workout pattern changed, and this was the workout pattern you can see over here. And during the 11th and 12th week, he lost 2 more kgs. So this was his BCA again. His weight went down to 113 kgs. And the diet plan was kept exactly the same because he said that he was very comfortable with the current plan and he was getting good results. So we just tried to increase the intensity a little bit more in terms of workout to extract more results. So this was the overview of this 12 weeks. And after the end of this 12th week, when we did the BCA, his weight had come down to 110.8. He lost more 3 kgs. So overall, during this entire journey, he had lost proper 15 kgs. And after the counseling, he was given another diet plan, which was under the Grow Young 2. So here we reduce the carbohydrate a little bit more. And we try to also cut down the fat content in his overall diet. And the supplementations were kept exactly the same. And because, as I said, he was not ready for taking any extra supplements. And also, in before dinner, I had added 2 caps of apple cider vinegar. So this was again just to control his blood sugar levels. So this was his overall journey, and you can see his review over here. So he was very happy that in 2 months itself he was able to achieve the result which he never imagined. So we were committed in delivering him the results, and he was also equally consistent. So as a result of teamwork, we were able to achieve a proper fat loss of 15 kgs, and his journey is currently still going on with us, and we hope to achieve more. Thank you.